Physically correctly with the rest of the environment, like the floor and so on. The other interesting feature here you can notice is that the hair is also physically correctly simulated using the same technology with hundreds of vertices in the hair strands themselves. So as you can see, it's really stunning, and you know, there's all kinds of physics all over the place.
Exactly, and I mean, because one of the problems we identified immediately when we started working with these really lifelike characters was how to make them move and behave like lifelike characters.
That's right. And the new Apex clothing module that we've been working on, actually really you guys have been our first pioneer partner almost, which is built on top of our physics technology, really shows off all of this the realism that you can expect.
Exactly, because I mean the other problem you run into is simply just vertices. The simulation mesh is 3000, and this is running in real time on a modern graphics card. And like Asha mentioned, there's a fallback to the CPU if you don't have a graphics card that can support this. But then we also have an additional fallback on top of that where we animate the cloth via bows, which is the traditional old method of doing it. You can really see here from the visuals that this is fidelity, I think, that everybody wants on their computer.
That's great. Yeah. And I guess one of the things we are looking at...
Yeah, I mean, scalability is the next thing for us. As you noticed in these videos, we're always showing you one character, so it's very natural to ask, so okay, so how do we deal with that?
Well, as Tony mentioned in his presentation, we are looking at basically the Moore's Law sort of syndrome, which is every year basically roughly double the computational horsepower of the GPU. So really, I fully expect that in about 4 or 5 years,
the commercial stuff is available that has derivative running on the system. So I thought it will be a really cool thing to tie this with EVE, since we're coming to Fanfest. So let me just show you what this will allow me to do. Okay, let's see. Probably you will recognize. So I was thinking maybe it would be everybody just
sorry. There's nothing to see here.
Yeah,
just get back in your seats. What is this? No. There was a post-it note for it. We want.
Yeah. It's just you know, the fitting room for fitting window for.
What's this device?
Oh, it's a tablet. It's a Trailer 2 power tablet.
I actually think this particle test is kind of done. So I think we have to put it short now.
You know, the cool thing is, what? Because I have this running on my phone. Is that?
So, Carbon, it's made with real-time tools. We used everything available under Carbon and all the technologies that we're doing. So what you will see is basically what it will look like. It will not be like this when Incarnate comes out in this year, but this is what we will do. And we would love to have you all along for it and help us really to explain all of this to you. So here goes.
Honor isn't about making the right choices. It's about dealing with the consequences. There's a fine line between right and wrong. You better know which side of it you're on.
Can you take the ground station? You'll have it. Now keep going and do what I'm paying you for. You just send it in so I get the money. We'll take care of the rest.
Your honor. That's when you learn the hard way. Your choice always comes back around.
Will you say, two-legged enough to say, fuck yeah? Fuck yeah! Will you say it again? Fuck yeah! And 3 times? Fuck yeah! Yeah, I guess you like it. Say it again. Okay, you're going to have to stand up and say, fuck yeah, 3 times. You're supposed to play it again. Right?
Isn't about making the right choices. It's about dealing with the consequences. There's a fine line between right and wrong. You better know which side of it you're on.
Can you take the ground station? You'll have it. Now keep going and do what I'm paying you for. You just send it in so I get the money. We'll take care of the rest.
moment you lose your honor, that's when you learn the hard way. Your choice always comes back around.
So, I mean, all of this is because of you. I mean, it really, we would never have been able.
Your honor, that's when you learn the hard way. Your choice always comes back around.
Will you say, you like it enough to say, fuck yeah? Fuck yeah! Will you say it again? Fuck yeah! And 3 times? Fuck yeah! Yeah, I guess you like it. Say it again. Okay, you're going to have to stand up and say fuck yeah 3 times. You're supposed to play it again. Right?
Honor isn't about making the right choices. It's about dealing